Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. As you can see, I'm crayfishing on a gloomy winter's day. I'm crayfishing right in the middle of Wangaratta. And I'm crayfishing at the spot where I went bait fishing recently and I caught a little cod and a carp and a few crayfish. That was a good sign. The first thing I noticed when I got here is my pliers. I must have left them here last time. I didn't even know I left them here. Anyway, I've got 4 nets. I'm going to put 2 in here. And I'm going to wander down the river a little bit and put 2 in down there. Right, net number 1, the wire bottom net. It's got a bit of offcuts. I've got red meat offcuts, mostly lamb and venison. That's what I'm using for bait today. Right, net number 1 is in. Right, net number 2, gee, this net's knocked around. This is a very expendable net. This one's due for replacement. They can go out that side. Ooh, don't throw the whole float in, Robbie. Now, net number 3, it's not all that deep here, but the river's up a little bit, so that might help. Hopefully that's not tangled. And net number 4 can go here. I've caught crayfish here before, but you've got to be able to throw the net out a fair way. I reckon there'll be a crayfish in that net when I come back and check it. Now all 4 nets are in. When I first put them in, I reckon half an hour or so is a pretty good amount of time to leave them in for the first soak. I'll bring you back in half an hour. And then what are you going to do? Right, I've got Dad with me. He's sitting in his chair up there, waiting for a feed of crayfish to turn up. It's been about half an hour. Let's check them like David Beckham. What's the call? No, it's very light. I don't think there's anything in this. Dad just said to me, you caught a heap the other day on cheese. I bet you can't catch any on meat. And I think he might be right. That was disappointing. Right, net number 2. This one's heavier. This is a heavier net, this one though. Yeah, nothing in it. That's quite disappointing. Right, net number 3. Out of all the nets that I've got in, this is the one that I'm least expecting to catch any crayfish. I snagged. Certainly not going to be catching any crayfish. Ugh. That's not a good look. The net's off the snag. Probably dented and tangled, but at least I got it off the snag. And there's no crayfish in it. I'll throw it a bit more over that way this time. Right, come on, net number 4. Does not feel heavy at all. That's empty, I'm sure of it. Oh no, I've got one. Bad call. Bad call. I'm on the board. But it's pretty safe to say it's going to be undersized. Yep. It's undersized and she's got eggs. This one's protected by a number of laws. I've got to be careful I don't slip in the mud here. See you later, love. Well, I'm on the board. Right, out you get. Can't catch me a bigger one without eggs. Right, it's been about 40 minutes since I last checked these nets, so it's time to check them again. What's the call? One small one maybe? Still feels quite light. Why is it that you can catch them on cheese but you can't get them in the net? Why is this so? In the words of Professor Julius Sumner Miller. Righto, net number 2. No, nothing in it. I was right, nothing in it. Now this is the net that was snagged before. I've moved it just downstream. I threw it in sort of a bit to the left this time. So hopefully it's not snagged again. It's not snagged, but it doesn't feel like it's got any extra weight in it either. There's one underneath it. Did you see that? There was a little one under it. the net that I have the least expectations of almost caught my second crayfish. There was one under it, but it was only small. Right, that was over that way. And this was the only net that's caught a crayfish. The other one almost caught one, but this one has caught one. Oh, doesn't feel very heavy. I said that before and there was one in it. And I've said it again this time and there's one in it. Well, this net is the one that's doing the best. It's caught two. Bit small.
Bit small.
It's about 3 centimetres undersized, I reckon. But it's got no eggs. See you later, alligator. Right, it's been about 40 minutes again. It's time to check them. I'm a bit baffled. I thought I'd be able to come down here and easily just pick up a few crayfish after what happened on my fishing rods recently, but it hasn't been the case. Right, is it heavy this time? Nah, it still feels light. That's just incredible. What's going on? What if I just put it a bit closer? Maybe don't throw it out as far. See if that helps. Dad's suggesting that I take one of these nets down and put it with the last one that's catching crays, but it's hard because this feels heavy. It might be one in me this time. No, it's hard because I know there's crayfish here. I've seen them. I've caught them. Now, the last time I checked this net, I had a near crayfish experience. There was one under the net. Just sort this bit of a tangle out here. Righto, is it in the net this time? And there's one on the outside again. Well, that counts. He's on the wrong side of the net, but it counts. But it doesn't count for much because it's undersized. This is the net that I didn't think would do any good. Undersizer. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm using the most expendable nets that I've got here. It's a pretty dodgy spot. Like the final net, this has had a 100% strike rate so far. You reckon there's something in here? It feels a bit heavy this time. 2, I reckon. And 1. Another small one. Oh, this net's still got a 100% strike rate. Don't know why it felt any heavier than the last time. It's got the same size crayfish in it. Do they can bend their claws back a long way. Go over that way, buddy. Righto. How'd you get? Well, the crayfishing's a bit slow. The tally's up to 4 and they've all been undersized. But anyway, I'm going to give a big shout out to Alex Hines. Alex just came along and said g'day and he brought us good luck because that's the first time I've caught 2 in one check of the nets. Thanks for stopping to say g'day, Alex. About half an hour ago, Dad says, I've just got to duck home for a minute. I thought he was going to get some long pants because it's about 8 degrees. But no, I was wrong. He brought me down a toasted ham and cheese sandwich for lunch. How good's that? The sandwich will be better than the crayfishing. Right, second last check on the nets. I'm going to check these 2. If there's nothing in them again, I'm going to take the one from the right and try a different spot just downstream. I'm a bit baffled as to why I'm not catching any crayfish in this spot. I put the nets in a bit closer. It still feels very light. No, nothing. Might as well catch nothing out there as catch nothing really close in. But this is the one I'm going to move if I haven't caught anything in it. Oh, I finally caught one here. I think it's undersized. Yeah, I'm not going to measure, I think. Looks like it's about 9 centimetres from eye to tail. I can just tell, you get a feel from after a while, and that's probably a centimetre or so undersized. Where's my other net? About there, I think, isn't it? Try and catch it next time. Right, this net had a this net's got an outside chance. Last time I checked it, last 2 times I've checked it, there's been a crayfish on the outside. Right. Did we have another one on the outside? Feels heavy. Snagged, is it? Oh no, I've got another one. And it's on the inside this time. No size though, they're all undersized. Beautiful, clean looking cray. What's that?
I was going to say,
Yeah, it's a beautiful, clean looking cray. It's just too small. There we go. Go on. The expendable net. She's pretty well worn, isn't it? Right, that's the go. There'll be 2 in this one next time. Right, this is the net that I'm moving. It looks quite shallow and snaggy, but it's worth a try. Might as well catch nothing in this shallow snaggy spot as catch nothing in the good looking spot. Deeper than I thought. Yeah, might just get lucky. Right, I've got 3 crays from 3 pulls of this net. 100% strike rate. Will it continue? I reckon it is. It feels a little bit heavy. 1 small one again will be my guess. And, well, I was right. 1 small one, but unfortunately it's a small bit of bark, not a small crayfish. The first time it's had nothing in it. Oh, chipped over the rope. Let's try that again. It's a bit better, like Roger Federer. Righto, the next time I check these nets, I'm taking them out, so I've got one last chance to catch a legal crayfish. Wouldn't it be awesome if I caught 2 legal crayfish in the last check of the nets and bagged out? Well, we'll find out whether I can do that or not in about 45 minutes time. It's been so cold and gloomy. We haven't seen blue sky for days. And now I'm checking the nets for the last time and I'm going to catch a feeder crays. That's the plan anyway. Sometimes things don't go to plan. This net hasn't caught a cray all day and I reckon there's 1 little one in it now and there's not. This is officially a crayless net, the only one that hasn't caught a crayfish today. Now this is the outside chance net. It's caught a couple and 1 nearly caught. This net has exceeded my expectations today. Not this time though, because it's Mr. Bojangle Tangled. This is the net that I moved before. Either it's going to have 2 legal crayfish in it or it's going to be snagged. And the result is, well, I was wrong on both accounts. I haven't got me legal crays and it's not snagged. Right, the last net. Will my 2 legal sized crayfish be in the very last net? It feels very light. I think I was in a bit of a haze when I said I'd catch some more crays. Anyway, I'm not phased. I'm going to go home and play Mario Kart. Thanks for watching.